Hello. Hey, welcome back to Stewart Snacks, which you all know that's my business, and my name is Kirkland Stewart. Kirkland, you can call me. And we just on this entrepreneur thing and this leadership of this year. We are trying to get it started. I want to be able to help as many people I can to get them into a function. But you have to understand that, hey, I'm still working on myself. I don't claim to be the perfective leader, the perfective entrepreneur or spiritual leader. I'm still working on myself, but guess what? What I'm learning, I'm giving it back out to you. I want to give it to you to help you on because we need process. We need process. So, in order for it to get better, we got to set some processes in our life. And so, what I want to talk about, you all know that I talk about mainly about being a leader or being an entrepreneur in this case scenario. And I thought some topics that I want to talk about today is motivation for becoming an entrepreneur. We all have so many ideals of what we want to do to be, or either to what motivates us to become an entrepreneur. Some people don't even know what an entrepreneur means. But we have to figure out what's motivating you, because some people just say, hey, I want to just make a lot of money. Well, you have to understand, being an entrepreneur, you're going to suffer through a lot of not having money. You're going to have to probably have a part-time job or a full-time job as you are being an entrepreneur. It's same with just leading people and helping people. You have, when you go in, you fixing processes on people, trying to get the atmosphere right. These are things that you have to get done in being over people and being a entrepreneur. So I just like to give tips along the way, some of the things that I have learned. So I asked myself, wait a minute, what is a motivation for me is becoming an entrepreneur. Um, I probably can come out with a long drawn out story, but to make the story short and quick is what motivates me. I did write down some notes and some tips, things that I'm always do, because I want to be able to let you know that I've been studying. I've been educated. So I always talk about having notes and jotting down things and keeping a schedule. So hey, I do all these things. I make sure that you can be able to get all the good information, things that I'm learning too. So primarily, motivation for becoming an entrepreneur includes a strong passion. We have to have a strong passion. Um, Not only that, a specific ideal, maybe something that we're going to solve a problem. What problems can we solve? Uh, just think about this: strong passion, a specific ideal, or a problem to solve. Putting out fires, problems, things that are going that you would love to do. Control one's day. You can control your day. I mean, make it where you can work to when you want to work, how you want to work, and the times you want to work. My business, I have to set schedules for the way I want to work, and probably it's the best thing for you to do. You don't just one day you work at 9 o'clock, next day you work at 7 o'clock. These days you set times on where you want to do. Look, you have to be in order. There has had to be structures in your business, and you have to follow the structure just the same way as all these other places have business, they work, they have times and stuff. You have to do the same thing. And what it is what to you to look at, if you come dragging in at 10 o'clock and you had all your workers come in at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you just dragging around, motivate, you think that's going to motivate them? Probably not. But Daily motivations for becoming an entrepreneur. So that's things that I did. I've seen and looked at me starting a business. Always wanted to be a businessman, somebody just directing business, solving problems, have a passion for people and getting things moving. It just makes me exciting to see that people are getting the things that they coming out to look for. And actually, too, being able to solve problems and to work on my own time when I want to and put more time in. If I want to work longer hours, I can work longer hours. To put more time into my business, I have to invest in my business. So it's a product service you are building. That's passion. Passion, we have to have that passion. Creativity. So the ability to design and develop a solution for problems. That's a creativity that we have inside of us. Financial gain. You also get to gain that. You know, after you put in the work, there's going to be some financial gain to that. The potential for high earnings, financial security through successful business ownership. So, there is a lot of gain in owning your own business. There's a lot of opportunity. I mean, it's really exciting to figure out that I'm worth more than what I'm getting paid for. So how can I be able to get that? So in order to be able to do that, then you're going to have to, the harder you work and the more sufficient you work, setting up process that you could be able to gain more profit and more gains. Uh, Impact, desire to make a positive difference in the world throughout your business. That's an impact that you can make into people's lives. How can I be able to put snacks in front of these people that who've been looking for these snacks to make sure that they're there when they come to the store? That is there. That's a problem. I hear people talking about me. I get tons of phone calls say I can't find this product. I can't find it. How can I get this product? How can they are looking for it, but they want it easy now these days. So that's an impact that I want and that I have made into the world is making sure it's there when they need it. Problem solving. The satisfaction of identifying and addressing unmet needs in the market. There is, and that's one of the things that I did was when I hear complaints, then I want to be able to solve the problems. How sufficient can I be able to get in my business? So I'm telling you some of the things that motivate me. Is being an entrepreneur, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed saying, "Hey, if I make a where things don't not there on my ship, I'm gonna blame myself for it. I take the blame because I'm an owner in my business, the way it's running. If someone works with me and they don't do something the right way or they don't stack the shelf the right way, I'm gonna have to take the blame because I hired that person, and then I have to go back and train that person in the right way. And so, if they don't do it the right way I do it, then we have to take initiative of solving some more other problems. But leadership, I have developed a lot of leadership in being an entrepreneur. I really have. I've learned a lot as being a good leader, taking control of my thoughts, solving problems, having a passion for people and the things that they need. These are things that I do, but the most ultimate thing, well, let me give you something with the leadership development. The opportunity to build and manage a team, owning leadership skills. Man, it's the ultimate thing when you can be able to hand down leadership skills to other people and then they own up to it and then they begin to perform the things and making them a better leader. That I love that when you can develop another person to be a better leader. Man, it feels so good. It feels like you accomplished something. It's almost like that person was on the ground, and I picked him up and say, hey, get up, man. It's going to be all right. Let's try again. That's where it feels so good. It's giving. When you're giving, man, I'm telling you, it's so good to be giving, to help people, to make people better. Other factors that may motivate someone to become an entrepreneur. These other things that can motivate you to be a better and to be an entrepreneur is flexibility, like I talked about, challenges, the three of taking risks and overcoming obstacles, recognition, the potential for public recognition and respect for accomplishment, community building, the chance to create a network of like-minded individuals around your business. Now, man, it's. I mean, I gave you a lot of good information, a real lot of good information to motivate you to be an entrepreneur. There's so many key things that we can do to help other people. And being an entrepreneur, to go through the trenches, to start from the bottom. I mean, like I always told y'all, man, I started from general idea of retail of this is actually delivering pizzas at nighttime. And me and some guys just sitting around talking about how we can make some extra money. I never thought about the extra money of making money while I was doing what I need to do and having money constantly coming in to me while I'm not even there. I have to be standing there. I mean, that is money stacking on top of money. It felt it really genuine. I thought about that idea and I said, hey, I need to try that idea. I didn't just we sat around and talk about it over and over and over and didn't do anything. I took a step and I went out and I did it. I saved money and I went and started and got my own vending machine. I started with some candy machines, 25 cents. You put into the thing, and man, it was the hardest things to get into places. People kept turning me down, telling me no. And I had to take no as a vitamin and say, I had to use that to motivate me and say, okay, there's a yes out here somewhere. I had to do like Les Brown said, there got to be a yes somewhere out here. And there was. And it finally happened. And I started journeying. And then once I began to get them other few accounts, that motivated me. My ideas started blowing up bigger. Then I got a candy store in the front of my yard. And then after that, start gaining more vending machines. And people was calling me about vending machines. And then I decided to, why not be a distributor? So I started buying little things off of distributors to just sell it in the market and offer different places and different stores. And then I thought, well, I can just get my money back quicker. So I decided to do that. And so I just went from one step up from now as being a distributor, a wholesaler, selling snacks all over the world. I mean, I'm in the United States. We are selling snacks and get snacks to people. We are solving problems. So who doesn't want to have a motivation to become an entrepreneur? Is that your motivation? Just jot down some tips and say, hey, man, this motivated me, man. I got to get started or to become an entrepreneur. I need to do this to get started. I need to be a better leader. And how can I get these things done? And a lot of people that I listen to and different things, a lot of times they're not entrepreneurs. Some of them are. Some of them, I read a lot of books. I mean, I educate myself in my niches and different business and people that have made it. Just learning. I'm constantly learning. I guarantee pretty much probably 85% of my time I am learning. I have zero trying to do anything else. It doesn't matter to me. Sitting around just jibbing around with people and stuff, that's probably a low percent in my life because I want to build a business. I want to be able to do that to help other people. It's not about fancy things. If you know me, I don't do all the fancy stuff, but I like to be able to see when someone's in need or to help them, to reach out to them, to educate them. Not just all the time pouring money into their pocket, but to not giving them fish, but teaching them how to fish. And so they can continue fishing and fishing, pulling fish, not giving them a plate of food, but teaching them how to get a plate of food. And so they can keep their resources going. And so, hey, look, thank you all for joining. Man, look, y'all, man, I wish I can give every last one of y'all a high five, man. Y'all good, man. I just thank you, man. I appreciate, man, you listen to my content, because you could be doing something else, and I appreciate it. But reach back out to me, like and share my content. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the ones that have subscribed already. You all have a good day. Look, let's get out here and make 2025. Let's just blow it up. Let's just, and I'm talking about me in a good way now. I'm talking about accomplishing things when I say blow it up. I mean, make it big. These days, you got to make things specific out here. Let's make it where things will be right in the right way. We're going to do things in the right way. So I'm just saying to repetitively say these things, and so we can get it done. So sometimes we have to continue, keep being reminded. So, hey, thank you all for joining. You all go out and be some good entrepreneurs today. Bye-bye. You all have a good one. Bye-bye.